So now let's talk about lookup tables. Let's take a quick example. So let's say you have a product ID as a property in multiple of your events, and you have an e-commerce platform. What you can do is you can actually use a lookup table to add details like product name, product price to wherever that property exists, right? So for example, let's say you have a product searched event which only has product ID, and you want to actually understand, okay, what product name was it, what was the price of that product. You don't have that in Mixpanel, but you have the product ID, and so you can use a lookup table to map the product ID and to product name, product price, all of that, and just get all of that data into Mixpanel. So here's how you can do this. To set up a lookup table in Mixpanel, you need to go to lexicon. You need to go to lookup tables. You need to click on import lookup tables, and now you need to import the CSV file that you have, and then you are going to map it to property. So for example, the first thing here that you need to know is how to actually structure your CSV. Right, so let's take our same example of product ID and then enriching it with product name and product price. So this is how it should look like. So as soon as you select your CSV, you need to select product ID in the property, right? So in the map to property section. The way your CSV should be structured is that your first row should be your header. Names don't need to match the property that you're mapping, so that's fine. So you don't need to exactly have product ID here and then map it to product ID level, that's fine. But the first row should be your header. The first column must contain the product ID values that you want to map to, and all values must be unique. So the name in the first row does not matter, but your first column should have the product ID values, and they should all be unique. And then you just click on upload and save, and then now when you actually go to any event, wherever product ID exists, you will actually also have product name and product price, and you can directly use them. Another interesting thing that you can also do is you can also map properties using a lookup table directly within a report, but you need to know that this lookup table will only apply to that specific report and won't be available globally in other reports. So for example, you have a purchase completed event and you've broken it down by shipping method. You can actually click on map lookup table, and then you can either choose an existing lookup table that already exists or import a new CSV and map it here.